This week's Torah portion is called VaYakhel, which means "and he assembled." Moshe assembles the nation in order to share the laws with them and to collect the Terumah offering. This week's Torah portion repeats the details of the artifacts that will be made from the Terumah. They include the golden menorah, the golden altar of incense, the Ark of the Covenant, and the priestly garments. We have already discussed these artifacts in detail, and Torah does not waste words. So why do we need to discuss these details again? The discussion on these artifacts started in the Torah portions called Terumah and Tetzaveh with a theoretical plan. In last week's Torah portion, we prematurely tried to collect the Terumah offering with impure motivation, resulting in the golden calf. The Heavenly Father forgave us of this serious sin, and now we're starting over with a clean slate. So what does it look like when the Terumah offering is given in the proper context? Chapter 35, verse 21 states, "Everyone whose heart uplifted him came forward, and everyone of generous spirit brought trumot for God, and for the labor of the Mishkan, and for all its service, and for the sacred garments." The passage continues in great detail about the luxurious donations of gold, silver, copper, gems, and fabrics. Men and women from all sectors of society contributed. As I said in the Torah portions Terumah and Tetzaveh, these donations read like a materials list for the most expensive royal palace in history. Yet they were coming from a people who until recently were slaves and are now refugees in a desert. Chapter 36 verses 4 through 7 states, "So all the skilled laborers who were doing all the work for the Mishkan came, each of them from the work that he was doing, and they said to Moshe, 'The people are bringing too much for the work that God has commanded to do.' And Moshe gave the order to announce throughout the camp as follows, 'Let no man or woman do any more work for the Terumah to the Mishkan.' Thus the people were prevented from bringing additional trumot. The work sufficed for all the labor that had to be done, and even to have a surplus." This may well be the first documented labor strike in history, and it's unlike any other labor strike that I've ever heard of. The workers don't strike because of unfavorable labor conditions or because of too low of a salary. Quite the opposite. They strike because the people give too much and refuse to stop giving until Moshe issues a restraining order. What an incredible image this is. The unity in the nation is unprecedented. Imagine a world in which the fundraisers complain about receiving too much gold, silver, and gems, and the donors insist on giving too much. As beautiful of a picture as this is, what does it have to do with parental alienation? As I said before, this is the opposite of parental alienation. This is a picture of a nation that has completely eliminated parental alienation from its midst. It's a society that takes to heart the Ten Commandments and teaches the children to honor both parents alongside reconciling with the alienated Heavenly Father. When we have this level of unity in our households, this week's Torah portion gives us a picture of what our society will look like. Look around at today's society. Is it overflowing with so much generosity that the fundraisers ask the people to stop giving? Are the people giving so generously that there needs to be a restraining order to stop them from giving? If not, then parental alienation remains a problem that society should stop ignoring. Next week's Torah portion is called Pekudei, and it will wrap up Sefer Shemot, which is the book of Exodus. Has Moshe been accountable with all of the trumot?